setting the scene for those abroad, I mean, Trudeau himself, what does explain, do you think, that drop in his popularity after a long period, and obviously from a big political legacy family himself? What went wrong, do you think, a few months ago?
It's an interesting story in the sense that, like a lot of incumbent leaders, after a decade, you sort of become unpopular. It's very hard to remain, sort of seen as doing a good job after a decade. People just want change. There needs to be a sort of fresh face, maybe. People just get tired, or they start to think that everything that's going wrong is his fault.
So thanks already. We've got a question in, and do please feed them in. Shuang Chen, do you want to
Yeah,
ask your question, please?
yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to be here. My name is Sarah. I go by Sarah, and my question is a little bit off topic, but it's something that I'm very curious about, and I would love your input. So, the question is related to Canada, its natural resources, and relations with the US. Given that Canada has an abundance of natural resources, so in particular, gas, minerals, oil, and rare earth elements like uranium. How is the Canadian government planning to use these resources to leverage its economic potential and manage its relations, maybe supply chain with the US?
The issue is there's a few issues on all of those. So, firstly, in terms of oil and gas or fossil fuels, it's about working out our policy in terms of green transition. So, certainly, there's talk about new pipelines, and gas is a major kind of potential.
What editorial decisions have been made when it comes to reporting on Canadian American relations, especially since, at least on the US side, media is constantly criticized and sort of scrutinized for objectivity or political bias?
If the Canadian Prime Minister says something, it's not on the front page of any American newspaper. I think that's, partly the population, and a bit like the little brother trying to seek a little bit more attention from the older sibling.
First, congrats to all the students. Just to reiterate, there were many students who participated, and then those of you who read and then submitted essays, you were the top 5 essays. So congrats to all of you. And so after we did a blind review, the winner is Hannah Jung.
It was really fun writing and getting to try the new software, and I really enjoyed going through the whole process and learning more about the political and economic environment we live in.
Congratulations to all of you students. Do keep reading, not least the FT and not least Ilya's great articles. And thanks above all to Ilya for sparing this time and some great insights. But we wish you all well for the months ahead.